Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm sitting here with a sister that's on a very special mission. I'm going to let the sister introduce herself, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Sister Hala Mustafa. First, I'm your sister in Islam, and alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed me with being the area manager of ICNA Relief in Tennessee. ICNA Relief, alhamdulillah, is a nonprofit organization established to help in humanitarian work. We have a lot of different programs, from hunger prevention to healthcare services, back to school, disaster relief, refugee services, Muslim family services, and transitional house for women.
Sister, I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. This interview, inshallah, consists of 6 questions. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to convey from him, even if it is only one verse. So I'm on a mission to get the voice of Muslims heard. People see us, alhamdulillah, but they need to hear us, inshallah. Question number 1. Since you were born Muslim, at what point in your life did you start to get serious about Islam?
Okay. I started getting serious about Islam, I think it was about June, July 2001. And I started reading a little bit about it. I was born Muslim. A lot of us are born Muslim, but we don't really practice Islam. And then September 11th hit in 2001. And I started questioning, what can I do? It really bothered me and it really upset me. The beauty of Islam was being, what's the right word? Tarnished. That's perfect. And I felt, and I prayed and I was asking God, like, what can I do? Who am I and what can I do? And it just came to me, you need to start with yourself. Therefore, by September 24th, I was wearing the hijab, September 24th, 2001. And that started me on this journey that I wasn't even on before. Like, yes, I was trying to learn more about Islam, but this gave me a more drive to really learn who Allah is, what is Islam. And it really is what brought me to where I am today.
It's a beautiful story, sister. Question number 2. What does Islam mean to you?
Oh, wow. Islam is the way of life. We learn everything we need to know within Islam. It's purity, it's raw, it's just basically the way of life. There's no other way to put it than the way of life.
So I was just telling someone yesterday, explaining to them how Islam is a way of life, to the point to where when a baby's born, the adhan is recited in their ear. And then when a Muslim is on their deathbed, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And that's beautiful, because for a baby, the first thing they hear when they come into this world is the call to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mm-hmm. And the person on their deathbed, when they're exiting this world, one of the last things to cross their lips is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Question number 3. This is where the questions get pretty deep. If you were standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and able to see him as he sees us and allowed to speak, what would you say?
Ya Allah. One, I would ask for his forgiveness, and so I can be worthy of his love. I would ask for his forgiveness and for his love.
Question number 4. If you can meet any of the 2 prophets besides Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which 2 would it be and why?
This one is somewhat of an easy one, for me at least. I would love to meet Sayyidina Ibrahim radiallahu anhu, because he was the best friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's something I'm striving to be. I would love to be Allah's best friend, and I would also love to be a beacon of like nur in this life and hopefully the year after. And that's why my second prophet is Sayyidina Dawood radiallahu anhu. I go back to the story when we were all souls and he was shining the brightest. And when he asked who that was, and Allah told him subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he gave him 40 years of his life. And, it just, even his story, when I hear about it, the way he used to always be praising Allah. And come to find out, my favorite dua turned out to be the dua that he says, which is Allahumma inni as'alaka hubbaka wa hubba man yuhibbaka wal amal alladhi yuballighuna hubbaka. Allahumma ij'al hubbaka habba ilayya min nafsi wa ahli min al-ma' al-barid. And that's basically asking for God's love. And when I found that out, I was like, wow, even more why? So that's why.
Question number 5. Which 2 Sahabas would you want to meet first and why?
Can't wait to meet all of them because I feel all of them have like this amazing element in them. But the first one has got to be Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu being the best friend of the Prophet. Just his heart and the way he was. And the second person, the second Sahaba is Umar radiallahu anhu because of his strength. And I love the fact that when he walks down the street, the shaitan runs the other way. And I'm like, Ya Allah, give me that type of taqwa and iman, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Question number 6, the last and final question. What do you love most about Islam?
Oh, Lord. Everything. What can you not love? It came to the most barbaric of people and made them from the best. You know what I'm saying? Made them the best. It teaches how to fix our character, how to forgive, how to love. Literally, when I said before it was the way of life, it is the way of life. So everything about it, it teaches us. And even if we don't know and we falter, we're told it's okay. You're going to falter. Just go back to Allah. So it's just hope altogether. Like no matter what you do, go back to Allah and Allah will forgive you. That doesn't mean keep doing it, but there is that hope that, not all is lost and that you can always turn back to Allah.
So, sister, once again, I want to thank you for your time. And if there's anything, dealing with ICNA Relief, any kind of events or any kind of, drives or anything, feel free to let me know. My platform is your platform.
Barakallah feek. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Jazakumullah khair.
Wayakum.
For anyone who wants to contribute or donate, I will post a link, and you can click on the link and you can donate or you can contribute or whatnot. Or for those of y'all who want to contribute or want to donate and don't have the means to do so, share the interview. Share the interview.
And if I may add, if you can't share the interview, make dua. Make dua for this organization to reach as many people as we possibly can. Make dua for God to give us the strength to keep doing what we do. Make dua for me and for you, please. Jazakumullah khair.
Ameen.
Thank you.
Well, alhamdulillah. Sister, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your efforts, the efforts of everyone you work with, everyone who contributes, everyone who donates. May He accept my efforts and keep my intentions pure. Ameen. Allahumma ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.